Hello, and welcome back from fall break. Hopefully, last week was an excellent opportunity for you and your family to find some rest and relaxation from what I know has been a busy start to a unique school year. Today in community time, I'm excited to bring to you a perspective from our new head of school, Mr. Adam Dubay. In just a short time, in the few months that he's arrived here in Huntsville, I really appreciated getting to know him and obviously his leadership in making this school year the success that it has been to this point. He hit the ground running in July when he started and hasn't stopped since. I know under more normal circumstances, he would like to spend more time with you in person without a mask on, but you may have seen him in the hallways welcoming students as they arrive and the days that he spends here on the Garth campus. I'm excited to hear from him and turn it now over to Mr. Adam Dubay.
Well, good morning and welcome back from fall break. I hope that you were able to enjoy some time away. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mr. Dubay. I'm the head of school. I had the opportunity to meet some of you during the interview process last fall and others when I visited the school in the spring. Hopefully you see me around Garth campus. I'm here at least a couple days per week. I also have an office in the college counseling area, so if you're looking for me, that's where you can find me. Needless to say, it's been an interesting start to the school year. Honestly, really, it's just been a carryover from an interesting end to last school year. Last February, just before my last school went fully virtual, just as Randolph did, and about a week after, I had stood in front of all of our faculty and staff, and I had asked them to prepare for what I called the incredibly unlikely possibility that school would move to a fully virtual format. I had asked people to come up with as many different ways as possible to say unprecedented. As an English and classics teacher, I've always believed in the power of words. I think this is especially true in difficult times. Words can help us to identify the emotions that we're experiencing. It's as if naming our struggles gives us power over them. And although words can certainly be used to bring us and others down, they can also build those around us up through words of hope and encouragement. The coming weeks and months will continue to give each of us unique challenges and opportunities. In the midst of a global pandemic, our country is engaged in a highly polarized election cycle. We've also struggled with racial violence and division over the past several months as we fight against the long tail of racism, prejudice, and oppression. For 15, 16, 17, and 18-year-olds, it's a lot to deal with. But as I've walked through our hallway, as I visited classrooms, watched sporting events, talked with some of you around campus, I'm encouraged by how resilient you are as a group. That word resilient, it literally means to bounce back. And it's a word I would attach to this generation. You're experiencing struggles that none of us, that my generation never had to experience. Despite the setbacks of the past 6 months, you've continued to bounce back. And you've had to. I just want you to know that we're all in this together, and that I and your teachers and parents and many others, we're all here to support you. In the coming weeks and months, I hope to meet each of you personally. If you see me in the hallways or walking through the cafeteria, please stop and say hi and introduce yourself. I know it feels awkward. I feel awkward. I've already had a couple of awkward exchanges with some of you. It's challenging to do this, especially when we're all wearing masks and we don't recognize each other. You may introduce yourself, and I may have a hard time recognizing you in another context with a different mask on, but please do it. It's difficult for me, it's difficult for you, but I found that the more I do it, it gets just a little bit easier. I hope you all have a great start to your week. I'm looking forward to meeting you, and go Raiders.
Thank you, Mr. Dubay. As I mentioned in my email to everyone at the end of last week, it's important that now more than ever, as the temperatures are falling and as we move into what is normally flu season, that we make sure to remind ourselves how important each day it is to do the things that we have put in place to make sure that we all stay safe and healthy. Remember, when on this campus, we're going to wear masks at all times. We're going to stay 6 feet apart, and we're going to wash our hands for 20 seconds. If we feel sick, at all, we need to stay at home. I know it can be challenging and tough when you have tests and quizzes and don't want to miss a day of school, but it is truly important for the safety of everyone here at school that you stay home if you're sick. I know it may not be easy, but if we do this together, again, we put ourselves in an opportunity to have all those things that we want to have as the year progresses. Before we broke for fall break, the freshman class elected their SGA representatives. We're excited today to introduce the 3 freshmen who will represent their class on the SGA. That's Sam Davis, Wright McManus, and Charlie Owens. In athletics this week, cross country has the 3rd race in the John Hunt Series at John Hunt Park Tuesday night. Football travels to Westminster Christian on Friday, and swim and dive competes in the Huntsville Fall Invitational at the Huntsville Aquatic Center on Saturday. Volleyball has a big week, as Monday it's senior night versus Columbia, and Wednesday they travel to Westminster Christian to begin the area tournament and will take on Priceville in the first round. In other announcements, we're excited about a couple changes we've made to our schedule as we've come back from fall break. First, we've changed the consultation times on Tuesday and Fridays. We've moved those to the end of the day, similar to how Wednesday already has been, so that if you have a consultation time, you have the opportunity to meet with your teacher at that time. But if you don't have the need to meet with the teacher, you can leave campus at the end of your 4th block class at 2:25. Another change that we're excited about is giving people the opportunity to have lunch outside of their advisory and actually outside of the building in the Commons lawn twice a week. With this, you'll eat with your entire grade level on the Commons lawn, assuming weather is nice, 2 days a week. Monday, everybody will eat with their advisory as normal. Tuesdays and Thursdays, juniors and sophomores will be able to eat on the Commons lawns, and Wednesday and Friday, seniors and freshmen will be able to do the same. On those days that your grade has the picnic lunch in the Commons lawn, you will come straight to the Commons lawn at the time for your lunch. Your lunch runners for each advisory will go to food services and pick up the sack lunches just as they have already normally been doing, but bring them to the picnic tables outside at the Commons lawn under the overhang. It'll be there that you'll have lunch with your entire group, making sure that you stay socially distanced and you wear masks unless you're actively eating, but you'll have that opportunity to spread out and mingle, again, socially distanced with some of your friends from your class who may not be in your advisory. Again, Tuesdays and Thursdays will be juniors in the silver lunch, sophomores in the navy lunch, and Wednesday and Friday that will be the seniors in the silver lunch and freshmen in the navy lunchtime. Wednesday is our annual PSAT pre-ACT day for freshmen through juniors. It's not a late start day. The test will begin promptly at 8:20 in the morning. You'll report directly to the room at which you'll be testing. It's there that you'll do your normal temp check as we normally have done, so make sure that you arrive in time to take care of that business before the start of the test at 8:20. Seniors will have an independent college admissions workday. Ms. Fornash will be sharing information of things that if you haven't already completed that you need to be working on for college admissions. Homecoming week will be coming up October 19th through the 23rd. More information will be coming. Then also we have a voter registration drive going on. It's important to note that the last day to register is October 19th, and anyone who will be 18 and eligible to vote in our November election should do so. It's an important part of being a citizen in our great country. Again, it's great to have everybody back from fall break. Be excellent to each other, and seniors, you are dismissed.